Hey guys, I am back hanging out here at the chicken coop. Day 7. Here's a recap of my time doing the carnivore diet. So I have to say, I wasn't really doing anything much different than how I was already eating. So it wasn't a major change for me. However, I think the biggest change was not eating any veggies. And it has really made me start to wonder, like, do we need veggies in our diet? Like, do we really need veggies? Just because, you know, obviously I eat organic, but there's nothing really organic out there because there's really nothing organic out there because we know chemicals are sprayed every day. And even if something's grown organically, the soil might have been used previously with pesticides. Who knows? My point is, I'm really just kind of rethinking my old school methodology, which was like, oh, meat and a vegetable. Like, do I really need a vegetable? You know, so just to recap, day 7 started off with some scrambled eggs with some smoked salmon and cream cheese. And then I had like a beef jerky stick. And then for the grand finale, I smoked a tri-tip. And I just want to say, you know, I wanted to end the week smoking or grilling a piece of meat because there's my son, because I really do get so irked online when I see all these people cooking steaks in an air fryer. Like, why are people cooking their steaks in an air fryer? Like, at least do it in cast iron. Like, what's the deal with cooking steaks in an air fryer? And even my dad and I used to do steak competitions together. We've taken steak judging classes together. He knows how to cook an excellent steak on the grill. He is now cooking his steaks in the air fryer. And I don't know if he's just like given up or what, but I just feel like you carnivores out there, please, it's not that hard. Embrace your grill. You don't have to use an air fryer. Like, I know busy moms, all the things. I'm a busy mom too. It's not that hard. So I want to encourage people, if you don't know how to grill, you're in luck. I actually did like a 12-part series on all the basics of grilling, how to start a gas grill, how to start a charcoal grill, the differences in types of charcoal, lump versus briquette, all the things, even pellet smokers. I mean, honestly, with pellet smokers these days, there's no reason anyone has any excuse not to be using a grill, right? But I digress. It's been challenging to keep up with posting every day, but I've also enjoyed meeting new people, and I recognize that I wasn't as strict on the carnivore diet as most people are. My stomach, definitely I want to get some things under, like, in check. Like, I definitely think I have a bacterial overgrowth, but I'm not as strict as most people. I'm drinking coffee. I made bulletproof coffee. The carnivorians were quick to point out that bulletproof coffee is not carnivore because coffee is not carnivore. And coconut oil is not carnivore. But I was doing the coconut in my bulletproof because it has caprylic acid, which is good for killing off bacteria in your system. So anyway, people were quick to point out that I wasn't being as strict enough. But you know what? You only live once. I'm doing my best. I already eat pretty carnivore-ish already. So I think moving forward, that's kind of my MO, is being carnivore-ish. If I do want to eat a salad, God forbid, I mean, you know, so sue me, right? I do think that our body does need things like it's not a terrible thing to eat some vegetables and some fruit here and there. In fact, Dr. Mercola just came out with an article on why he switched away from being strict keto and is actually eating fruit and honey and following the advice of Dr. Raymond Peat, which a lot of people are following these days. So I'd say I'm doing keto light these days. That's really, I think the balance for me is, carnivore light, you know, is eating mainly animal based. And if I want to eat a piece of fruit here and there, then I will. If I want to eat a salad or some vegetables here and there, then I will. I'm not dealing with any autoimmune issues that I'm trying to address like a lot of people on carnivore are. And I get that, you know, the lectins and the oxalates in vegetables can actually really wreak havoc on your body. And, really just even thinking about the ingredients and certain things. For me, I used to just think, because I just have previously the low carb keto mindset that like a steak and a salad is like, I'm good to go. But let's think about it. If I'm eating out and I have a salad and I get salad dressing, it's probably going to have seed oil in it. And that lettuce is probably going to come from the Cisco truck, and it's not organic. And who the heck knows? I mean, doesn't even have any nutritional value with the way our dirt these days is so void of any nutrients. So my point is, are vegetables even really that good for you? Probably not in today's super toxic environment. I do think there's some benefit to things like honey and fruit, and I usually try to eat off of the clean 15. I actually really don't eat any fruits that aren't in a peel already, just because I know the level of toxins, even if they're organic. I just don't like to eat fruits that don't have a peel I can peel off because of all the stuff that gets sprayed. And maybe I'll do an episode once on the weird stuff I pulled out of my body when I discovered I had nanotech in my body, and how to detox it. Now, wouldn't that be an interesting episode that would probably get me censored like crazy? But maybe I'll do that. So anyway, my point is, even organic's not really organic, you know what I'm saying? And that's why I really do think meat and animal-based is probably the safest way as a toxic mitigation strategy, because at least when you eat animal foods, you're getting your second level of you're getting them to filter the toxins out first before you eat it. And I think that's a beautiful thing. And if you recall, when I did my in one of my previous episodes, I mentioned I actually shipped meat to a lab because I red-pilled myself so much reading the Detox Project glyphosate report. Seeing the level of glyphosate in the feed that they were giving animals freaked me out so bad, because the levels were so high that I actually shipped meat to a lab, and I spent like $1,200 to have it tested. And the beauty of that whole experience is, what I learned is that animals detox glyphosate, or beef pees glyphosate out because it's water soluble. And so, and what I've also learned too is beef really does detox a lot of things out because they have 4 stomachs. Unlike poultry and pork, when we're feeding them these grains, which is high in PUFAs, we're ingesting that when we eat them. So beef really is, in my opinion, like a superfood. But with that, you guys, I think I'm gonna sign off. I've enjoyed this experience and meeting some new people. And it's made me think I'm gonna start a new series where I post just once a week, called the Food Truth Podcast, where I dig in on a specific ingredient or whatever it is once a week and do a deep dive on it and share the findings with you guys. And I think that'll be a really interesting project, because I actually have all of this information in my brain, because I started working on this clean eating guide, and I kept red pilling myself so much I couldn't finish it, because honestly, they keep adding more toxins to our food system every day. But so I think that'll be fun. So follow along on that journey. And I just want to encourage all of you to not cook your steaks in an air fryer and learn how to grill. And if you want to learn to grill, you DM me and I will give you all the tips, okay? So thanks for following along with me, you guys, on this journey. It's been fun. And until the next video, I'll see you soon, you guys. Stay tuned for the Food Truth series. And until then, like and subscribe so you get notified when that new video goes up. Cheers, y'all.